Along with contouring, we are pretty much obsessed with lip liners at the moment, and I do think it's what some people would call the Kylie Jenner effect, and other people will want to stone me for saying that, but lip liners have kind of really made a comeback. I've always been into lip liners just because I have kind of a slightly uneven tone on my lips at the bottom, so lipstick always sits really funny on me if I don't have a lip liner on underneath it just to define my lips. And I also find that the kind of more defined lip suits my face a lot nicer as well. But it's not something that I know everyone kind of has always done, and the people that are just getting into it, I thought that I would share with you some of my favourite picks. Now, I'm generally kind of more of a neutral, your lips but better type of colour when it comes to lip liners. I don't tend to love coloured ones, but I have got a few here that I'm going to talk to you about, and they're all really inexpensive. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money on lip liners. I've tried kind of some of the MAC ones and a few other brands, and to be honest, they don't really differ that much from the drugstore brands. So I'm going to start with a really inexpensive brand, and this is the PS Love range from Primark. And I've got two shades here, a kind of peachy pink and a red shade. Both of these really pigmented, really creamy. The red shade, if I show you it on my hand, is such a lovely shade. It applies really opaque, really kind of creamy, but not too soft and kind of moist feeling that you feel like it'll move around. It's dry enough to stay put. Gorgeous tone. And then this one as well is a really lovely kind of peachy, pouty type of colour. The kind of packaging of these is really nice as well, easy to sharpen, and you get a really lovely effect of them. These are not ones that I tend to use as lip liners though. They tend to be ones that I use kind of all over the lip. I just like that sometimes. I think it just looks really pretty, and it's longer lasting than a lipstick. Then I've got this one here from Sleek, and I don't particularly love the colour of this on me, but it is very good in terms of texture, and it's a waterproof liner. It's their Oola liner, and it's waterproof and smudge proof, and it looks like that. Again, really lovely in terms of texture, but the colour of it wasn't exactly what I wanted. It goes on a lot darker when you apply it, but I wish that they did just like a exactly your lips type of colour, because then I would definitely buy it, because it is very long lasting, and it is something in my makeup that I find tends to kind of fade a little bit. Doorbell's going downstairs, let me hope someone else gets that. It tends to fade a little bit, but this works really nicely. Then two that are other people's favourites as well that gets talked about a lot on YouTube are the Rimmel Exaggerate liners. I've got East End Snob here, which is a very famous shade, and then I've got this one here, which is Addiction. These are very nice. The texture of them is very nice. They're kind of almost a little bit waxy in that they have a little bit of grip to them. They're not very smooth. They're very long lasting. Again, I wish that they did a colour that was exactly the same colour as my lips. I have got kind of my perfect colour, which I'll show you in a minute, but I love the texture of these. They just work really nicely on. So love those. Again, ones that I would wear alone, not necessarily kind of under something. Then a really great brand that does really good drugstore lip liners is Essence. They've got lots of different shades. They're all really lovely. I've got the shade Femme Fatale and Cute Pink. They've also got the kind of nude shade that they do, but that one's always out of stock, so that's kind of something to remember. Cute Pink's a really lovely shade actually. It's kind of like mauvey toned pink. Really pretty. Again, these two types of colours I would wear on their own, but the nude one I do tend to wear under any lipstick, and it works really nicely. And I've just dropped the one that I wanted to talk about. Okay, got it now. And then this one here is from Bourjois, and this is pretty nice too. It's their, I can't remember what it's called, whatever, it's in French. But this is kind of a nude one that I would wear probably just under any normal lipstick. A little bit pinkier than some of the others, but one that I do tend to wear on a daily basis quite often. But my favourite kind of go-to that I've worn for years and years and repurchased over and over again is the No. 7 Precision Lip Liner in Nude. This is exactly the same shade as my lips. To be fair, I have got quite pigmented lips, so it may be kind of a little bit dark for some people. But it's that one right there. It's exactly the same colour as my lips. I just line everywhere pop on my lipstick and it stays on beautifully. Really lovely colour, really lovely texture. It's not the longest lasting one though, and as I said, I do find the ones that have slightly stiffer texture, like the Rimmel ones, do tend to last a lot better. This is quite soft, not too soft, it goes on really lovely. It just kind of starts to break up a little bit throughout the day. But I'm wearing this today under my lipstick. I don't tend to fill in my whole lip, I just kind of like line it, but because it's exactly the same colour as my lips, it's undetectable and it works really nicely. So this is one that I would recommend. I always buy it with a number 7 £5 off vouchers though, because there's no point in kind of spending full price on it. But I need to get another one of these and pop it in my handbag to kind of touch up with as well. I think that would be good. But those are all my picks for kind of drugstore lip liners. There's some really, really great ones out there, and if you're just getting into it, then there really is no reason for you to pay big money and buy kind of a higher end one if you're just getting into it, because it might not be for you. So try some of the cheaper ones first and see how you get on, and I'd love to hear your recommendations down below. Bye!